Okay, welcome to Unit 5 Video 2. Today we're going to be talking about if statements, if else, and if elif statements. Okay, so let's get right to it. An if statement, similar to a loop, you have the keyword if, and then you need some type of Boolean expression. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and set x equal to, say, 5 up above. And I'm going to create an if statement. If x is less than or equal to 5, ends in a colon, and then you must tab in. Notice it tabbed in the code. All code for this if statement must be tabbed in. Okay, it's not on the first level, so it needs to be on the second level. And you can have many lines of code. So I'm going to go ahead and put print hello, and then print world. Okay, so I can have many lines of code here, and both prints are with this if statement. Now this if statement will run if x is less than or equal to 5. So if this expression here evaluates to be true, then this will run. Okay, so we have x equals 5, and down here we have if x is less than or equal to 5, which will make that true if I would run this. So I should get hello world, which I do. If you look over here on the right, I get hello world. Okay, that is a simple if statement. We could go ahead and put an else statement. In the else, we go back to the first level. Now we don't need a condition for else. Okay. We just go ahead and put else colon, and the else portion will run if the if statement is false. So that's why I don't need to put a condition for the else. It automatically runs depending on what that if statement is. And if it's false, it's going to go right to the else automatically. Okay, so I'm going to be print, and let's just put by. And again, you can have many lines of code here as you want. So one of these two sets of codes will run, either hello world or by, depending on if this is true or false. So if it's true, these two lines of code will run. If it's false, the print by will run. So let's go ahead and make this a false statement. Let's make this 15. And it says if 15 is less than or equal to 5. Well, 15 is not less than or equal to 5, so that makes that false. So these two lines, these two print statements are skipped, and it automatically runs the else portion. So again, if I would run this, I should get the word by output. Okay, and that is a simple if else if, or a simple if else. Okay, you can have if by itself, or you can have it with an if else. Okay. Let's go on to what let's say I had a bunch of if statements, and let's say I had something like this: if age equals 12, and I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to go print 12. Okay, and then I'm going to go if age equal 13. Print 13. And I can keep doing this, and I can have many if statements if I want. Now, when you use a bunch of if statements like this, it will go through each if statement, and if it's true, it automatically runs it. Okay, so I'm going to just do one more if statement. So we have 4 if statements here. If age is 15, I forgot to put equal 15, and I forgot to do that to the above statement, equal. Remember, you have to use 2 equal symbols. Don't get that confused with 1 equal symbol. 2 equal symbols mean compare. Compare age with 15, and if they are the same, it is true. If they are not the same, it is false. So don't forget to use the two equal symbols. It's very easy to do. Okay. And I need to give age a value up here, and that's why it's all highlighted. So let's go ahead and say age is 14. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and delete, or let me just comment. Put the top part out. I have age equals 14. And it's going to check the first if. Does 14 equal 12? No, it doesn't. So it's going to skip that if. And it's going to go age equals 13. Does 14 equal 13? No, it doesn't. And so it should print 14. Okay. So it does. So it skipped the first two because they were false, and it did the last one. Now be careful when you're doing if statements, because let's say if age is greater than or equal to 12, and age is greater than 13, age is greater than 14, age is greater than 15. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens here. Now notice age has to be greater than or equal to 12. If that's true, this one should run 12, which 14 is greater than 12. And if 14 is greater than 13, which it is, 13 will run, and as well as 14. So all three of these will run, even though you might want the 14 to run. And you notice 12, 13, and 14 all ran. Okay, with a bunch of if statements, they all run. That's where elif comes into play. We can make these what we call if, elifs, okay? And simply by putting elif, that stands for else if, okay? And I could put an else here if they're all false. Else, print, let's go ahead and put invalid. Should be in double quotes. Okay, so again, 14, and which one would run? Would the first one run, second one, third one, or fourth one? Well, the first one is true, so it runs. And with an elif, once the first one is true, the very first one that's true runs, all the other ones are skipped. Even if they're true, they are skipped, because 14 is greater than 13. And 14 is greater than or equal to 14. So these two will be skipped, even though they're true. Since this first one is true, it should run only, and the rest of them are skipped. A lot different than if you had a bunch of if statements. Remember, with the if statements, it checked each and every one, and if it was true, it ran it. Okay? Here, it only checks the very first true it comes to and runs that one, and then it jumps out. Okay, and notice 12, it is true, so it jumped out. So now it is just 12. It did not get down to age is greater than 13 and age is greater than 14. Okay, and that's the difference between a bunch of if statements and elif. Only one of the if elifs will run. Not so with a bunch of if statements. Each if statement will be checked, and each if statement, if it's true, would run. Okay. If, else if, only the very first one that's true runs. Okay. Let's go ahead and put age as 1. And notice, is 1 greater than 12? No. Is 1 greater than 13? No. And if we run this, I get invalid. So all of these evaluated a false. So then the else automatically runs. Else is optional. You don't have to have it, but if you need it there, you can have it, okay? And you can have many elifs. Right now I have 3 elifs. I can have 4 or 5 elifs. And again, notice with an elif, you do need a Boolean expression. With an else, you do not need a Boolean expression. Remember, the else only runs if everything is false. Okay, so it automatically runs. You don't have to put a condition there to say, tell it to run. Okay, so this basically wraps up video 2 on if statements, and we talked about if else statements, and then we talked about a bunch of if statements and the if, elif statements, also known as chain ifs or extended ifs. Okay, most languages refer to it as extended ifs, whereas Python refers to it as chained ifs because they're all chained together. That concludes this video. Watch it again, try it, practice it. You'll be using ifs from here on out. Again, it's a great way to let computers decide which code to run and which one not to run. And you allow the computer to make decisions. Have a nice day.